picture, when you know how many there are, all together, give me a thumb up. All right, who'd like to share how many they see? How many do you see, sweetheart?
10.
Sees 10. Oh, still got 4 up here from earlier. 10. Anybody see something different than 10? Something that wants to give me a different answer than 10? I'm about to stand up. What about you, sweetie? What do you see?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, so
7. So 10, let me write it this way. Or 7. Anybody see something different than 10 or 7? What do you see, honey?
7, 2.
You see 7 too, so we agree? So we either agree it's 10 or 7? Did y'all agree with that?
7.
Awesome. So we have 2 answers. So let's figure out how we saw them. Who wants to share their thinking on how you figured out there were 10 or 7? What about you, Sweet Pea? What's your name? What was it?
Catherine.
Catherine. Which answer do you think it is? 7 or 10? You think it's 10? So can you show me how you knew it was 10? How do you know? Why do you think it's 10?
Oh, actually 7.
Oh, 7, she says. Oh, well, let's see. So how do you know it's a 7? How'd you know that?
Because they have 4 and 3, he makes 7.
Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
So she's saying there's 4 and 3 makes 7. And so if I have 7, she's saying 4 and 3 go together to make 7.
Yes.
Do y'all agree with that?
Yes.
But how can we prove it?
By counting them.
Oh, we could count them. Could you show us? What could you do to count?
You can start here
Okay.
by just saying 4. You can count them all by 1.
Okay, so 1, 2.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, so did we prove there were 7?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we did. We proved there were 7. Did anybody see 7 in a different way besides 4 and 3? Did you see it in a different way? How did you see it?
You put 5 and 2 more.
Oh, do you hear what she's saying?
Yeah.
Tell me your name, Sweet Pea.
Okay,
Michaela is saying you can do 5 and 2 more. What is she doing to these dots to make 5 and 2 more? Turn to that partner I was telling you to talk to earlier and talk to them about what's Michaela doing. She's saying she can do 5 and 2. What's she going to have to do to these dots for 5 and 2? Turn and talk. Okay, so come back to me. Michaela is saying that she could do 5 and 2 more, and that she would know it was 7. So who wants to tell me what Michaela's thinking here? What do you think, sweetheart?
She puts 1 in the 4 and puts a 5 in the 2.
Oh, so tell me your name. What was it?
Amin.
Amin? Did I say it right? So Amin's saying he could take this 1 and put it up here, and he would have 5 and 2. Would you have 5 and 2 if I moved this 1 up here?
Yes.
There'd be 5 and 2. Is there another way she could have made 5 and 2? Did y'all talk about a different way? What did you say?
What I said was, so you have 4 right here, and then you can add, so you have 4, and 2 plus 2 is 4, so you add 1 more to 4, and that's 5.
Mm-hmm.
If you add 2 more, and so what me and Chloe did is we counted on from 5, and then we added them before we counted them, so we can add on, then count.
Okay, so you said, well, if there was 5, 2 more would be 7. So if I'm on a number line and I'm at 5, if I go 2 more, I'm going to be at 7. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're telling me? So if you had 5, you go 6, 7, and you count it on?
Yeah, so what we did is so first we used like our fingers to help us do the equation. Then we like counted on.
Yep, from there.
Like Andrea did once in our class.
Awesome.
And we added it together and it made 7.
Awesome. So
That's all
Michaela,
about technically.
tell me what you were thinking when you said you saw 5 and 2, or you could do 5 and 2. Are these the ways, or did you have a different way that you were seeing 5 and 2?
I had this one.
Oh, did y'all see that? Did you see what Michaela said? She's going to take these 3 and move them up here. What do y'all think about that?
Good.
Why would she move these 3 all the way up here to fill up this roll? Why would she do that? What do you think?
Because then it's
think she knew that this whole row when it's filled in is 5? Or did she have to count those? She maybe counted them. Michaela, why did you move them? Tell me why you would move them.
Because it would make
A whole row of 5 and 2 more. So if we move those up there, we also are seeing that 7 could be a whole row of 5 and 2 more, didn't we? We also, some of you said that you saw moving that 1 up here, so we could have had 7 was that 1 and 4 to make your 5, and then you had your 2. So let's look at another picture and see if we can find a different number or a different way to make them. Are you ready? Here comes your next picture. Make sure I put this right one up. Here we go. Hit thumbs up when you know the answer. Thumbs up when you know the answer.
7.
Don't yell it out. Thumbs up when you know the answer. All right, I see a lot of thumbs coming up out there, so here's what I'd like you to do. Before we share our answers this time, I want you to talk to that partner one more time that you just talked to. And I want you to talk about how many are there all together and how did you figure it out. I want the person with the longest hair to go first. Who has the longest hair? Not you. Yep. So you're going first. You're going first. All right, so let's hear it. Talk about what did you get and how'd you figure it out? Tell your partner. What did you get and how'd you figure it out? Tell your partner.
I have 4 and I see the top 2 and then one like the bottom 2 and that one at the top 2. So what I'm saying is 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 10.
Tell her what you did. Tell her what you did. You tell him what you did to figure it out. Tell him what did you do. Oh, well then tell him now. How did you figure out how many there were? How many are there? Is that what you did? You got 4, 5, 6, 7. Did you share that one with me? Could you share that one with me? All right, so let's come back together. Time is going off. We're going to finish up our talk here with this last problem. So you guys were talking about how many you saw and how you saw it. So who first? Let's find out how many were there. How many did you all decide there were on this page? How many are there? 10 altogether. Do we all agree? Yeah, so we all agree there was 10. So let me just pull it up. All right, so who wants to talk about how they and them and their partner decided that there were 10? Tell me your name, sweetie. Nathaniel. Could you tell us how you figured out there were 10? So Nathaniel's doing this. 4. What's Nathaniel doing?
He's counting on.
Oh, he's counting on. Can this come off? Yes. Okay. So Nathaniel is starting at 4, and he's counting on. How many is he counting on?
6.
6. So he's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what's he ending up at? 10. So he added those 6. So he went 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Nathaniel counted on. Did anybody else count on?
Yes.
Anybody? Some other people counted on? Did anybody count on in a different way than Nathaniel?
Yes.
Oh, what did you do? Oh, tell me your name. Andrea. Did you hear what she said? She said, I did this, Miss Lovelace. I took these 6 and I went, shoo, and it's 10. Turn and talk to your neighbor. Why would Andrea move all these up here instead of counting them? Turn and talk to your neighbor. Why would Andrea move them all up instead of counting them? Tell your partner. First tell your partner. Why would she move them all up instead of counting them? Gentlemen, are you talking over there? Yeah. Why would you move them all up? So you're fine. Why would you just count? Why don't you just count? Oh my, what do you think? Yeah, nice thinking. All right, so let's come back together. What's Andrea think? It's Andrea, right? Andrea said, I'm just going to move all these up here, and boom, I know it's 10. Now, why would she do that? What do you think? Oh, tell me your name, sweetheart. Hudson. Hudson said she knew if the 10 frame, y'all, I think most of you knew this was a 10 frame, and if it's full, it's 10. So I don't have to count. Well, that was pretty easy to do, wasn't it? For sure. Yeah. So if you could fill up a whole 10 frame, you don't have to count them. You already know it's 10. That was some awesome thinking. You guys did a really nice job of turning and talking and getting through. Look at all these ways you made 7, and then we got to 10. We counted on. You filled up the 10 frame. I'm going to ask one more question before we wrap this up. Remember I asked, was there another way to count on? Nathaniel counted on at 4, and he counted on 6. Was there another way to count on? Did you count on in any different way?
Yes.
What did you do?
So what I did is, so I moved the 6, like Andrea did, up to the top, and then I added 6 with 4, and then I counted to make sure it was right.
Okay.
For 10.
So did you count from 6? So you started at 6, and then counted on 4?
Yes. So I
7,
added
8, 9, 10. Look at those 2 counting ons, y'all. Look at that. Nathaniel counted on from 4. And tell me your name. Kaylee counted on from 6. I want you to think about that for your next number talk that you do in your classroom. I wonder which is a little bit faster to find the answer. Was it Andrea's way, where she just moved them up? Or was it counting on from 4 or counting on from 6? That's something to think about in our next.
Counting on from 6.
Counting on from 6, you think?
Yeah, because you only have to go up 4 spaces.
Oh.
So if you go up 4 spaces instead of just moving them up, it's a much more faster way.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
You don't have to count them and make
So a
sure.
little less counting than you had to count from here. And Andrea's way, did she count it all?
No.
Nope. So that's pretty fast too, isn't it? Awesome. You guys did a wonderful job with your number talk today. Thank you for letting me come.